Excellent. Here we go. Here we go. That's my favorite part about like the winners round 2 is that the characters are just like top tier mains. I've never heard of them. I've never heard of damn one. So we have got, by the looks of things, we have got Kiro on the Corrin and Sergi the Pooh on the Junior. Of course, Corrin being a character that has had recent a recent uprise this year, with obviously Shattuck continuing his meteoric uprise into, you know, the top echelon of Smash Ultimate, as well as Neo in Japan, who rocked up once and, you know, made a massive, massive run earlier this year. Again, I forget the tournament that it was at, but it has been, you know, a lot of these players. Meanwhile, Junior as well, being a character that, whilst not quite hitting the upper echelon of play, we are seeing more and more juniors, you know, living at large. But at the moment, they are living it a little bit quietly at the moment, with an entire stock already gone here, Emerald.
Yep, apparently I was muted. I pressed the wrong button on my stream overlay. Sorry about that, everybody. But yes, no, what an explosive start so far. Corrin definitely feels like a character that has a lot of answers to Bowser Jr. That Nair being as big as it is can, you know, wall out a character that kind of, to some degree, can struggle to approach sometimes. So we'll just have to wait and see what Sergi can do to, you know, break this wall that's been put up at the moment by Kiro. And this 2-stock lead already coming out is going to be a difficult one to get through.
Yeah, I think that's the thing we typically see with Bowser Jr. You see a lot of those side Bs, right? You see a lot of that clown cart movement, trying to mix and match the way that you approach and just mix up those timings really well. But it feels like Sergi has been mainly just using clown cart just to get out of situations, just to try and get that mobility going, because of this relentless pressure that Kiro has been putting on all the way through, just with these big sweeping up airs. And this is where things can get really, really scary, trying to end it all there with the forward smash, but not quite coming to fruition just yet. Lovely angle on the up B and nearly managing to get that punish, but not quite working out. It's just a massive, it's an inevitability at this point. Good moment there. It's very tempting to air dodge into that clown car just because you're trying to take a hit or something like that, but great stuff from Kiro, and it's Emerald. It's just looking curtains right now, but there is a stock on the board.
There is a stock on the board, but that pin is going to secure the first game for Kiro, and that was just a very well played first game. Kiro using the movement options from Corrin to track the Bowser Jr. cart very well. Always, you know, just following the Bowser Jr. across stage, not really letting him kind of like create a zone, right, with those projectiles or that explosive. Just not letting that happen, and yeah, doing very well in that first game.
Going off to Town and City next, which definitely is one of Junior's more favourite stages. Again, that mobility that Junior can potentially have with the clown car is exacerbated on this kind of stage, being it, you know, much bigger anyway, as well as the fact that Junior is getting a lot of these kills off of the side. Bar that up smash at shield, you're going to be seeing a lot of forward airs and back airs, and of course the jab and the forward smash as well, both killing off the side. So this is definitely a stage that the Koopalings tend to favor, but in the same vein, I imagine Kiro, you know, enjoying those bit of, you know, the slightly bigger stages alongside, just again to set up those walls like you're mentioning.
Though Corrin never really cares too much about all these stage choices. Corrin's just a, you know, a kind of very versatile character, at least in my mind. Have already putting 86% on at the moment. Kiro is kind of running a masterclass at the moment of just finding the right hitboxes, spacing perfectly, and just punishing every option that Sergi tries to put out. Already finding that pin on the just hanging on late for too long, and just an incredible lead already built up in the first 30 seconds of this game too.
Yeah, and even then, the moment that Sergi had a moment there, getting those couple of up airs, I feel like maybe just misinputting there into that up smash, but the clown car going to continue this advantage state here for Sergi. But again, another misinput, a down tilt to the left-hand side. It feels a little bit like you know, it's been almost the first time that Sergi's been getting some moments and has really not been running with them.
It can be hard to find those conversions when that game one goes as badly as it does. You really have to manage to bring your mental back down and calm yourself down, because if you let that run away from you, it can be very difficult. But at the moment, it looks like Sergi might have finally started to get his groove together, and, you know, not letting that mental run away too quickly. He does manage to take the stock before the lead gets too big. A few more interactions now, and it could be straight up to an even % game.
Yeah, a bit of a scramble situation there, but the Mecha Koopa finding its mark. Once again, Sergi stuck on the side of the stage. Lovely nair at shield there, just anticipating staying into that pinned state, but just using that weaving in and out from Junior. The clown car comes out, just avoiding that up air entirely, and we can see at the moment Sergi finally having an opportunity to set up, and the lingering hitbox of that down tilt is going to prove something. However, a reversal means that once again Sergi is playing from behind.
That back air is just so huge, man. That is crazy how big and how powerful that move is. And very well spaced every time it's been used so far. Oh, does manage to get the trade, and the up B isn't going to quite stop the ledge. That's a very, very nice find to manage to even up this game.
It is the one weakness of Corrin's recovery is that those wings are completely disjointed, but her head is vulnerable during that up B. And even if you trade with a multi-hit, we did see it earlier on where Sergi tried to intercept with one hit of the down air, given that multi-hit on the drill. It's a really, really difficult recovery because then you're stuck in that little bit of hit stun and then you just lose it from there. Oh, I love that parry, but just being a little bit too far away to get the jabs and eating a pin punish and another back air as well. That sweet spot so strong, and of course those narrower blast zones in town and city gonna seal the fate of that second game.
Very, very well played. I have to credit Sergi for bringing that much closer than game one. That was definitely a lot of good adaptations that he made and was managing to get a bit of his own game going that game. But still, Kiro very well played to finish off that last stock as cleanly as he did. I don't imagine we'll get a swap of characters or anything here. Both players, seem pretty comfortable. And that does be the case, but the different Bowser Jr. skin, will that make a difference? The different Koopa, the Koopa power-ups, what do we think?
It is certainly something that I feel like a lot of the Koopalings are either, it's either you're like very, very loyal to one, or you mix and match. Like nobody really goes between two. You either just pick the Koopaling on the day, or it's very much, they're the kind of players to be like, oh, I'm a Morton main. I'm not a Junior main, I'm a Morton main. So nice to see that Sergi the Pooh willing to get that little bit of diversity going. We're already seeing it work out at the moment. Ooh. Just this complete edge guarding sequence, and what a statement from Sergi at the start of this game 3. Just again using that lingering hit of the nair, and the horizontal trajectory of that knockback is just going to seal it, and a massive lead at the moment here, Emerald.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but it really looks like Sergi's kind of maybe calmed down or maybe got himself a bit more under control, because that edge guard, there was 2 in a row of just going off, using the characters, off-stage prowess to find those that early kill, and it was very well played. And now has this lead. The question is, what can he do? He's not had a lead this set so far. Is he gonna run in and kind of like rush away, lose that lead? Sorry, I'm mixing my words here. Or is he gonna manage to slow it down the pace and manage to extend the lead? But at the moment, it's giving more pin opportunities to Kiro on this ledge, and at the moment, Kiro has been very good at finding those kills.
It's such a difficult one because particularly at that higher percent, the back air is going to catch it, so you don't want to jump. And at the same time, a forward smash covers everything else. And the pin being unreactable in that way means that when you're thinking about those moments of, okay, actually, what have I done so far? What option can I use to mix up? Suddenly you got a pin in your face and the stock is lost again. And that's the thing, Kiro not letting that lead slip away and actually managing to retrieve it back at that point, keeping hold of that mental all the way through. And I love that attempt there. That is something that the juniors are always going to do. You go for that up B along, you are able to swing that wand to try and get that reversal. And Kiro had the right idea, but just slightly misspaced it there, and just avoiding that Mecha Koopa, of course, either there as a combo tool or as a mere distraction, whilst the Koopaling is setting up something else. And a free trip back to stage, but a 2-for-1 trip, 1 to the stage, 1 to the blast zone. See you later as Sergi the Pooh losing their second stock, and Kiro finally back in the driver's seat, similar to games 1 and 2.
Yeah, I really felt like Kiro was trying to give a discount deal to Sergi this game, but Sergi couldn't run away with it, unfortunately. But we'll have to just see at the moment, 80%, already 90%. Sergi needs to find something soon, needs to find this stock, otherwise this set might just be all over. Doesn't manage to good parry on the projectile, but does manage to get a punish off it. Does manage to hit with the back air there, and the up B not quite connecting to take that kill. Goes for the F smash, just kind of like throwing out a lot more of these kill moves on this ledge. Really seems desperate to get this kill at the moment, but can't find it. That back air is going to take it though, but 114%. This is going to be tough.
Here's a matchup check. Do you know what to do? No, you don't. Unfortunately, it is one of those where it's very, very, very specific counterplay there. And unfortunately, I think maybe trying to roll through shield a little bit too late. Of course, you can on that 11th hit, but at the same time, you got to get to that point first. And yeah, Sergio the Pooh, very valiant effort, particularly in that game 3. We were really seeing the counterplay come into place, getting that really strong lead at the start, and the edge guards in particular, finally getting those opportunities to get Corrin off stage and get those edge guards going. But in the same vein, it just not quite being enough. And it's going to be Kiro that goes through 3-0, continuing into winners round 3, winners quarterfinals, of course, against Mark